What did I tell you about smoking? That's what got you in this position to start with. Give me that. All right, folks, we run out of daylight, and I don't know what time it is. What time is it? 7:07. So we've got somebody going to get Junior and bring him up here. It's all ready to go.
Yeah, we can try. I mean, I need a folding gear anyhow. You want me to go ahead and try to move it, Johnny?
Yeah, go ahead.
Junior, they gonna melt when you hear it.
I didn't even see you, boy. I was looking at the car, it was running.
How about this? Got your fan? Oh, Leroy Brown, best man in town. Oh, yeah. That's yours. Hey, buddy! Happy birthday! God, look at this donut! I work hard. Yeah, he worked hard. He worked hard. Everybody worked hard on it, buddy.
It looks good. Like that? Yeah, I like that.
He says now's the time to sell her. You want to auction her off?
Hey, was this worth getting out of the house for?
Yeah.
Each night you come, stubborn tail. And we know why.
Yeah. Straight in clear. Two coats of
Satin.
satin clear. He didn't want to take too much off. You know, he didn't want to go through it. It did go through in some spots, like the black on the hood, stuff like that.
Well, come on up here and look at the motor, Junior.
Yeah.
I might even bring my pocket flashlight.
Yeah. You need a light?
There's your cooling system, right?
There's a lot of my car.
Half of it.
Everything but the body. Yeah.
But we wanted to,
I'll worry about that bridge when I get there.
Junior, we wanted to make it drivable for you, buddy. That's why we went, you know, power steering, power brakes, automatic.
I damn sure appreciate everybody.
We're tired of you sit at the house watching Oprah.
Yeah. That's about to Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Dip brakes and all.
That one on Leroy.
Yep.
Is he down here too?
Yeah, Leroy's here.
Somewhere.
Last I see him, he was in the corner over there.
Junior, look at him.
Oh, I think. What?
He sucked started.
It's all new brake lines, all new fuel lines, new gas tank.
Why didn't you do this in the day where I can't see who all was here?
We tried.
Well, we tried, yeah.
We've been working.
Back.
We started at 7 this morning, Junior. Yeah.
Just for a second.
Well, you'll be riding
That's
before the
definitely about
week's
all I ever wanted. For real.
You'll be riding before the week's out.
Oh, yeah.
now.
Yeah. I stopped taking my medicine.
So you can leave the house?
Yeah.
Well, Junior, we figured out pretty quick how many friends you got, buddy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You called me yesterday.
Well, the ones that can make
shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Ronnie did
Like, oh, hell.
a whole lot, but the battery, that's a brand new AC Delco, and they come from James and Dave, the technicians of Rick Hendrick. Of course, the radiator, you know where it come from.
Yeah.
Gas tank, we ordered online. A lot of the little parts, the belts came from Justin from Advance Auto. He supplied them and stuff. So a lot of the stuff come from different people, and everybody had a little bit here and there. So, you know.
It was all day, all hands.
But we appreciate you, buddy. We do.
I appreciate it, man. I have been down on myself here lately, not thinking I had that many friends.
Oh, you got plenty of friends, though.
That's what I do.
You know how hard this was for all of us to keep this from you?
Yeah. You have any idea?
Well, I had to tell you late because you would say something.
Now, the air ride was Ronnie's idea. We wasn't going to do all that, but
Yeah, I like that.
okay. Good. As long as you like it, we don't care.
You want to see in the trunk here?
Yeah, I like that.
Hardtail frame, man.
I think you were gonna get me out on that.
Dennis don't even make good liar, does he?
Ronnie, tell him to come on, bud.
The Dirty Bird and stuff, Brandon. Brandon still?
Brandon came back. I don't know if he over there. Yeah.
Brandon made
Yeah,
it. He
he's
also
right
made
And I see Ray over there.
a windshield decal. It's pretty big though. We wanted to wait and see what you thought before we put it on there.
That's good. That's a whole lot better than what I ever thought it would. Or ever thought I had time.
Hey, Junior, even the windows got cleaned.
Yeah.
Did it? Damn.
Put the new
I didn't
lenses
even
on.
notice that.
Use the old bezels. I know you want to
Yeah.
keep the old bezels.
Yeah.
Give you something to do.
Bought,
Awesome.
bought new bezels. Sorry, you can do whatever we want.
I like it. Keep it like it is. Well, I sure do thank everybody. Sure do.
Everybody helped and worked except for Leroy.
Yeah, Leroy didn't do anything.
Leroy just went around and aggravated everybody.
Smoke cigarettes, went around.
Safety man, yeah.
All right, folks, I'm going to run up to Junior's here. He called me and said that he wanted me to bring my camera and come up because he wants to thank everybody, because there's a lot of people that, you know, he's not going to be able to see or thank because they're so far away, YouTube viewers or subscribers that showed up, Scott, Chuck, you know, old James and a bunch of them, you know, they just don't get down this way much, and of course Mike from New York. But so we're going to go talk to Junior here. His car is actually not there. They had an appointment today for door exhaust. So, but I found out he was in the shop working, which is, you know, cleaning up the shop and stuff, which that was really good to hear. So I know his spirits are up because I haven't seen him out in the shop in a long time. So let's go see him. Get my NASCAR truck here. Everybody, we're here with Junior, and Junior's just got a few words to say. Another thing, Junior, I wanted to know too. I know you're a mountain man, just like me, but where are you from?
Kentucky.
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 Richard, one of you. Richard's one of my subscribers that sends a bunch of tools and stuff in. He's a good fellow. But, anyway, Junior wants to thank everybody and everybody that's not able to come around to see him. So go right ahead, Junior.
My name is Junior Smith. Like Jonathan said, I'm from Williamsburg, Kentucky. In January 2015, I was told I had cancer of the liver. It's actually cirrhosis and cancer. So they decided to operate and cut a big part of my liver out. I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks, and I was feeling pretty good. I guess the medicine and everything. I've never had a 55 Chevrolet, and I always wanted one. And so I figured, I actually had turned 55 that November, and I went ahead and seen this 4-door 55, and I thought, well, you know, right now it's my opportunity, plus it'll help me get motivated. So I got in here to the house, and I started cleaning on a little bit, working on a little bit. Well, a year later, the cancer come back, and I got to where I really couldn't do a whole lot without giving out. I parked it in the yard where I could see it every day. My dogs was with it and everything. And I wanted to tell you, I'm not a person to surprise. I don't surprise very easily. It's hard to keep secrets from me. But anyway, they come the other night, a friend of mine, and wanted me to go with him. And I had took some of my medicine. I was in my night clothes and everything. And I told him, no, I won't get out. So then my son come, and he talked me into going out and going over there. And when we got there, I'm sure if you watched part 3 on it, you've seen it was dark, and Jonathan tapped on the truck and they cut the lights on. Well, I still couldn't see no car, so I still didn't know what was going on. And they kind of parted way, and I seen the car, and I can't tell you how I felt. I mean, it was unreal. I do want to thank everybody. I told Jonathan that night that it come at a good time. I have been, I guess, kind of down on myself because I hadn't been getting out and seeing as many friends as I would like to, or doing the things that I used to do. And I know a lot of people was wrapped up in their own lives, and it's hard, you know, to do things like this right here. So I was really down on myself, and I'd like to tell everybody, you know, that's the wrong way to feel. I should have never felt like that, but I guess sitting around the house, I've always heard a idle mind is a dangerous mind. But I do want to thank everybody that had anything, any kind of involvement in it. I mean, from sweeping the ground to picking up tools to working on it, to supplying parts, cooking, definitely keeping it a big secret for months and months. I still ain't figured out how they done that, but they did. And I asked my son that night, I kind of thought it might have been, I guess, most of my son's ideal, but come to find out, he told me no, it was Jonathan. So I definitely want to thank him from the bottom of my heart, and like I said, his wife, and everybody that had anything to do with it. You definitely made me very happy. I've drove it down the road actually one time so far. I'm waiting to put tags on. I put insurance on it, believe it or not, at 5 o'clock that morning. I couldn't even sleep that night. I guess I was so wound up. But it is really amazing that people can do things like that in actually a short amount of time that makes that big of a difference. I think that more people need to do that, or actually have it done to them, and they will see what I'm talking about. It definitely made a difference, because I had already foreseen that I won't want to finish the car. You know, it would just be there sitting. But now, I mean, I'm more motivated than I was when I first got it. I've been working on it every day, getting parts for it, and hopefully Jonathan will take a recording of it at its stage now. The way I understand it, it didn't quite turn out as quick as they wanted it to. They wanted to present it to me in the daylight, but it happened to be at nighttime, which it didn't matter to me. I was super surprised at any time. But I feel like I don't feel lucky. I feel very, very blessed that many people, especially the ones that didn't even know me, and the ones that come from way out of town, some from New York, or just all around. And they told me that a lot of people followed it from overseas, followed the build and stuff. So I do feel very, very blessed, and every time I drive it, I will think of it. There's no doubt in my mind. The only thing that I can honestly say that I regret it, my dad, he passed away a while back. He won't dare.
Well, one thing's for sure, Junior, we know that if we'd have been doing it for somebody else and you wasn't in bad shape in any way, that you'd have been there helping. So, I mean, that's one of the motivators behind everybody doing it. And, you know, you've helped people out plenty over the years. And, you know, I know you have, because you helped me out. So, you know, it was just returning a favor. It wasn't doing something that wasn't earned. And, you know, you earned it, buddy.
It would have probably been easier to got me down there to help than it was to get me out that night. Cause I honestly,
we had a time getting him there, and once he finally got there, it wasn't so bad. But thankfully, Ronnie was his son, you know, was there to get him to come on to do it, because he wasn't going to.
Yeah, to coach me out of the house.
But everybody enjoyed it. Everybody had a good time. Nobody got hurt. And we got your car together to where you can, you know, just do the little things you want to do. Like I told him, I actually done a little video before I got here and let him know that he was getting the exhaust done on it. And we're going to do some more video on it, and do some more video later on when I get Junior to go to an old cruise in or something with me, because, you know, we're going to try to do some riding.
I hope to put many miles on it, very, very enjoyable miles. But like I told my son the other night, I have rode it one time. If something happens that I never get to ride it again, that one time was enough.
Yeah, well, you'll be rolling, man. Don't worry about
that. Yeah. But I do thank everybody. I mean, like I said, it's just unreal how something like that can touch somebody.
And just remember, everyone, you know, it only takes one person to do a little bit of organizing and pushing, like me, and all these other people just follow along. So you can do it too. I mean, you know, anybody can help somebody out. You know, it's nothing hard to do. You know, we used one day of our time and we accomplished a lot, and you know, it was well worth it. So, you know, help somebody out. If it's not building a car, you know, somewhat, do something for them.
I would like to give a special thanks for another friend of mine that clear coated it and everything. His dad recently had a stroke, and when they took him to the hospital, they found out he had cancer real bad in a lot of places. They actually gave him like 6 months. So for him to be able to stop, you know, his schedule to help take care of his dad, and, you know, just take care of everything that's involved in a situation like that. To do this, it meant the world to me, a lot. I mean,
And that's Trey Powers from Powers Body Shop.
Yeah.
He clear coated it. I'm sure everybody's seen the video of that. But, he didn't charge a dime. So, you know, and he didn't have to do that. But, you know, of course he was doing it for Junior. One of the goals was when Junior left with that car, he was not to owe any money on it. And that's what we done. You know, that was the last thing we wanted to do was stick Junior with the bill. So,
but, that did help a lot because there was a lot of things on it that I would never been able to afford to do, or I couldn't have done. Just like all the disc brakes and stuff that Jonathan put on it to get it driver friendly. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can't see on the car that was done. The power steering. I mean, I could just go on and name stuff, but I hope everybody really gets to watch all the videos, actually a couple times, because I missed a lot of things. Even when I was there, it took me about 5 or 10 minutes just to see my two grandsons, Jacob and Joe. They was in the crowd, and then
they worked.
Yeah. Well, I heard one of them went to sleep.
Well, fell asleep under the car, but he was trying to work while he was asleep.
But yeah, it meant a lot to me. And friends, you can't never have enough friends. Whether it pays off like this or you can't never have enough friends. Always think of it like that.
You earned your friends, man. You earned them, buddy.
Like I said, I feel very blessed. Very blessed. I feel very blessed that I'm alive and to see, you know, everybody turn out like that instead of, you know, me passing, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people when that comes at that time. Hopefully it'll be a long time.
It's going to be.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel very blessed. And I do appreciate, like I said, everybody for everything. I can't say it enough. I mean,
it was actually a pleasure. It was, you know, and like I said, we had no problem. We had more people at that build than we did at any of the builds where we give stuff, you know, give a truck away. So they, you know, they came for you, and you know, the ones that didn't know you, talked to people that knew you, and they told them that, you know, the whole deal was, you know, Junior's a good guy, he's one of us, and you know, we're going to try to do something for him. But you know, I heard it for 2 years. I'd stop by here and talk to you a little bit. And when I heard you say, I just want to drive my car, you know, that I wanted you to drive it too. And you know, it's like I said, and all it takes is one person to think it up, and you know, everybody else will follow along. So, and that's all we done. So I mean, you know, I couldn't have done it. Junior, you know, or Ronnie couldn't have done it, but everybody together took care of you.
they sure did. They sure did. But and after I got home that night, I did have time by myself to I guess get more emotional than I did down there. But I had a hard time talking and just kind of holding it back. But I do
We all know Junior's a tough guy. So
yeah. Yeah. And I do appreciate everybody. Sure do.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get the other video on and make sure everybody watches it. So, and Junior, I appreciate it, buddy. I really do.
Yeah.
And you know, if you need anything, you know where we're at.
You've always been there. Always.
That's what it's all about, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do appreciate everybody. Thank you much. Hopefully you'll see the car on videos a lot now.
Yeah.
Instead of just parked down in the yard, it's yard art.